Settled in the mountains of North Carolina is Mount Airy, also known as Mayberry USA. Birthplace of actor Andy Griffith, this town has turned into Mayberry itself. For $50, your entire party can take a squad car tour, located at Wally's service station. During your 30 to 45 minute tour, you will learn more about the life of actor Andy Griffith, the town which he grew up, and the townspeople that are reflected in the TV show, The Andy Griffith Show. This town made such an impact on some of the actors that they actually moved here after the end of The Andy Griffith Show. This city has embraced this TV show as its own in so many magnificent ways. It's seen in its murals and the memorabilia that you'll see around town, and just the friendliness of the town folks themselves. During your tour, you'll get a day in the life of the average person who lives in Mount Airy. You will learn about the real snappy lunch and the real Floyd's barbershop, all the things that influence the show itself. One of the places to make sure you see, and you'll see later on in this video, is the Andy Griffith Museum. It's a wonderful memorial to the actor and his life in Hollywood. From Andy's humble childhood to his expansive career in Hollywood, you will get it all on this tour through the sights and the stories that you hear. After our tour, we decided to experience Mayberry in the ways that we know from the TV show. We visited the gift shop in Wally's service station and went to the Mayberry Hotel as well, where they had tons of memorabilia and things to see. Of course, you have to go to the courthouse where Andy spent most of his time. Now, they have converted this area to look like a jail cell, and you even get the opportunity to sit in Andy and Barney's seat as those who are serving the law as sheriff and deputy. Or maybe you want to reach Sarah, the telephone operator, or call Juanita at the local diner. This place sure brings back a lot of memories from the famous TV show. Or maybe you want to see Otis, who happens not to be here at the moment, but they have his spot always reserved for him. Just a little bit down the road is downtown Mount Airy. You will see all the famous landmarks that have made it into the Andy Griffith TV show. Now, some of these were made because of the TV show, and some of these places are here because that's what they were based on. Well, Ellie Walker doesn't have a pharmacy, but she does have her own soda fountain station where you can get a great malt. Snappy Lunch is the most popular place as it's featured in Andy Griffith. And, you know, Opie has his own candy store. And right next door is Bear Creek, and let me tell you, they have it all. This town has the memorabilia, they have everything from the good food, the names, the things that you remember from the show, and they have incorporated it into their downtown. In fact, you can even get jam from Aunt B. There's a little bit of everything in downtown Mount Airy that will have you reminiscing about the show and just having a good time. And while you're in town, make sure you say hi to Floyd Jr. at Floyd's Barbershop, the son of the real Floyd. Even if you're unfamiliar with the Andy Griffith Show, there's so much shopping and eateries that this little town is worth visiting. Next, the Andy Griffith Museum. To learn more about the actor and even to see items from the TV show, this is the best place to go to really get insight on the actor's life in Mount Airy and also his life in Hollywood. As you enter the Andy Griffith Museum, you're really going to see the tie-in between the town and the TV show itself. From the life of a small town boy who wanted to aspire to be an actor and comedian to a life so rich with memorable roles in Hollywood, this museum covers so much of Andy Griffith's life, but also his impact in Hollywood. From the Andy Griffith Show to his final years, he was continually acting and always at work. In the museum, you're going to see costumes and items from some of your other favorite stars on the show, including scripts that you can read and observe. Over the year, the actors from the show have also adopted Mount Airy as their own and even donated items that you will see within this museum. As you read the scripts, you really start to understand how these actors brought these words to life. This museum honors Andy, but it also honors all the other characters that made the Andy Griffith Show so great. One of the other important aspects of Andy's life that is also featured in this museum is not just his work on the Andy Griffith Show, but it was also his love for music. He had produced so many albums, and in the museum, you're able to observe and even listen to his records. Besides acting, music was his first love. From beloved classics to the hymns, he did it all. 15 minutes away from Mount Airy is Pilot Mountain, also known on the show as Mount Pilot. At the state park, you can take a 2-mile beautiful scenic drive all the way to the top of Pilot Mountain. Along your drive, you will obviously notice that you're in higher elevation, but also the views to the right and left of you as you start to get higher up and oversee the city is breathtaking. When you're at the top, there are various overlooks that will give you this grandiose view of the city below. You will also get to enjoy the view and the sights from the summit of Pilot Mountain. Today was actually a cloudy day, but when it's clear, you can see as far out as Virginia. At the base of the mountain is a visitor center that offers bathrooms, water, and items that you can purchase to take home in memory of your time at Pilot Mountain. On our way home, we decided to stop in Winston-Salem and check out Old Salem. This is the home of the Moravians that has been here since the colonial times and gives insight to their life as these early settlers. Everything they make is truly homemade, and they dress in period costume to show you what life was like. Last but not least, we stopped at Hello Sailor, located on Lake Norman. The views were amazing as you got to see boats coming in and people enjoying their time out on the water, and also their food was amazing. Now, I didn't get to picture all of it, but they had an amazing hamburger, and let me tell you, there's these wings, they are delicious. Totally worth going. And the views made it even better. This was our last stop going back to Charlotte, but it was a great day trip.